We're making a 1 skillet chicken dinner with fennel, onion, potatoes, and roasted garlic. And we're going to turn our pan drippings into a lovely creamy sauce that we're going to spill down over the chicken, the fennel, the potatoes, and the onion right before you serve. And then lots of fresh thyme all over that baby. It's already been salted, of course. Now we're going to hit it with black pepper. And we're going to add some fennel seed. We're using fresh fennel, so a little fennel seed be delicious. For the bed of the chicken, it's going to catch all the juice from the chicken, 1 large or 2 medium onions, and I cut them into wedges with the root end attached to keep the onion together, and a couple of large russet potatoes, right? Then for the fennel goes beautifully with onion especially. This part, the top of the fennel, comes with this stuff that looks like dill, these feathery fronds. Save some of this to garnish your cream sauce at the end. When you are dealing with the fennel, you cut it into quarters, and just like you would with an apple, cut into it on an angle to remove the core, and then cut it into similar wedges in size and shape to the onion. Thyme, salt and pepper, and lots of garlic. We're going to use pasted garlic, same spices going on this that went on your chicken. Everybody's getting along, everybody gets the same treatment here, right? So we're going to use the fennel fronds to garnish, but we're going to make that sauce sweet and creamy and lovely by adding lots of roasted garlic to the gravy itself. So you take the entire bulb of garlic, expose all of the cloves, and we're going to nest this down into the pan, drizzle this directly with oil so it doesn't burn, and throw these guys in the bottom of the pan. You're going to nest your garlic into that, okay? You're going to throw your bird down in there. I'll meet you right back here. So here's your bird when she comes out of the oven in the skillet. The last few minutes the bird's in the oven, I add a halved lemon. When you roast or caramelize any piece of citrus, you sweeten it and give it more juice. As with any piece of meat or protein, when you take it out of the heat, you must let it rest. In our pan, we're going to take all of our roast potatoes and fennel, dump this onto your platter, and then in the skillet with all the drippings from the vegetable and the chicken, crank the heat again, and we're going to make a very simple sauce with the natural pan drippings, chicken stock in a box, lemon juice from the lemon that we caramelized, some nice crisp white wine, guess what you're going to do with the rest, and a little heavy cream to just let everything hang out on your tongue. When we come back, we'll finish our sauce and platter this all up. I gotta let the chicken rest for a minute. Let me move this so I can show you. So the whole roasted garlic, these are their little jackets. You let it cool so you can squish it. You squish all of the garlic out, and I have 2 full bulbs of garlic. And then see, you just mash it with the side of your knife on the kitchen counter. So in the drippings in the pan, smells so good. See, you pick up all those little bits of chicken skin and veg. I added about a half a cup each of stock in a box and white wine. We then whisk in all of our roasted garlic, and it turns and thickens it into this roasted garlic pan gravy. And then you hit that with heavy cream. And you just let that cream come up to a gentle bubble. And then you're going to take your lemon juice and just finish with that little bright splash right at the end. Boop. Little pinch of S&P. Boop. Oh, you sexy thing. Oh. And a little sprinkle of your fennel fronds.